You feel tired every day, even when you sleep. You go to bed at the right time, close your eyes, and in the morning, the alarm goes off, and the first feeling is heaviness, like your body didn't truly rest. And you try everything. You go to bed earlier. You avoid coffee in the afternoon. You put your phone on silent, but nothing changes. Here's what nobody told you. There's a 60-minute window before you go to sleep that determines everything. The quality of your sleep, your energy the next day, your hunger control, your belly. And what most people do in that window is exactly what locks all of that up. It's not a lack of discipline. It's not anxiety. It's the wrong signal hitting your brain every night at the most critical moment of the day. So get comfortable, because I'm about to show you what's really happening and the mistake that sabotages your rest without you even noticing. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. First, what happens in your brain in that 60-minute window before bed and why it determines your sleep quality, your energy, and even your hunger control the next day. Second, the exact mechanism that's being blocked every night without you realizing it. Third, a simple, phased protocol for you to test for 14 days without having to change everything at once. No complicated theory, no miracle promises, just the mechanism and the step-by-step. If you go through this, hit like right now. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps our channel grow a lot. And subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. And tell me down in the comments, do you know how much time you spend on your phone each day? Have you managed to cut that time down? Be honest. Tell me, and I'll reply. Before any explanation, let me give you one action you can test tonight. It's not put your phone away earlier. You already know that, and you've already tried it. Here's the action. Pick a fixed time, 60 minutes before bed, and put your phone in another room. Not on the nightstand, not face down, in another room. Why is that different? Because when your phone is nearby, your brain knows it's there. The possibility alone is enough to keep your nervous system on alert. Removing the object from the environment removes the decision. You don't need willpower. You remove the choice. That's the difference between trying and creating the condition. It's 10:30 at night. You're on the couch. The bedroom light is already off. Your body feels heavy. Your shoulders dropped. Your eyes closing on their own. You know you need to sleep, but the phone is in your hand. The screen glow lights up your face in the dark. You open the feed without thinking. You scroll. You stop on a video. You watch half of it. You open another. You check a message that didn't need to be checked right now. You see a headline that makes you slightly tense without noticing. When you look at the time again, it's already 11:40. You put your phone on the nightstand. You lie down. You close your eyes. And that's when the real problem starts. Your thoughts won't stop. Your mind is still processing everything that came in over the last 40 minutes. You turn to one side, then the other. The sleepiness that was there is gone. You sleep, but not well. You wake up once or twice. In the morning, the alarm goes off, and the first feeling is fatigue. Not the tiredness of someone who ran, the tiredness of someone who slept 8 hours and didn't recover. And you start the day in the red. That's not a lack of discipline. It's not too much anxiety. It's not that your mind can't shut off. It's the wrong signal, repeated every night, hitting your brain at the most critical moment of the day. Most people ask the wrong question when it comes to sleep. The question everyone asks is, how do I sleep more? More hours, earlier, more exhaustion. But the issue isn't quantity, it's conditions. You can spend 8 or 9 hours in bed and wake up wrecked. And you can sleep 6 hours and wake up clear. The difference isn't time. It's the state your brain is in when it enters sleep. The right question isn't, how do I sleep more? The right question is, what am I sending to my brain in the 60 minutes before I lie down? That's the interval that determines everything. The quality of your sleep stages, your body's recovery, your hunger control the next day, your mental clarity in the morning. And it's exactly that interval that almost everyone is wrecking without realizing it. To understand what happens in that 60-minute window, you need to understand one mechanism, just one. It's called melatonin. Melatonin is the sleep hormone, but it doesn't work like a light switch you flip whenever you want. It works like a dimmer switch, the kind you turn slowly until the room gets darker. Your body starts producing melatonin when two signals arrive together, low light and low stimulation. When those two signals are present, the dimmer starts to turn. Melatonin rises. Sleep shows up. When one of those two signals is wrong, the dimmer stops, or it goes backward. Pay attention to this part because it changes the rest of the video. Your phone screen sends two signals to your brain at the same time. The first is blue light, which blocks melatonin production directly. The second is constant stimulation. News, arguments, videos, comparison, decisions, new content hitting you every few seconds. Those two signals tell your nervous system the same thing. It's not time to rest yet. Things are happening. Stay awake. And your system obeys. It doesn't matter that you feel sleepy. It doesn't matter that your body is exhausted. If the signal coming in is alert, your system locks up sleep more directly. You can't force sleep while your brain is receiving a wake-up signal. It's like trying to brake a car while your foot is still on the gas. The dimmer only works when you stop sending the wrong signal. Here's what most people believe. The problem is the phone, so the solution everyone tries is the same. Put the phone down earlier. Delete the app. Set a screen time limit. Try to be more disciplined. But you know what happens? They hold it for 2 or 3 days. Then they go back. And then they feel weak, like they have no willpower, like the problem is them. But the problem isn't the phone. The problem is the stimulation. The phone is just the channel. What actually blocks sleep is the type of signal hitting the brain. Bright light, new information, decisions, comparison, emotional tension. All of it together, back to back, with no pause. And here's the part that changes everything. Anything that sends the same package of signals has the same effect. A heated argument before bed, a suspenseful series, a work spreadsheet, a heavy news story. It's not the device, it's the signal that completely changes the approach. You don't have to fight your phone. You have to understand what your brain is receiving in that window and swap the signal. Here's the key. You don't need to fight sleep. You don't need to force yourself to go to bed earlier. You don't need supplements, apps, or a complicated routine. You need to stop sending the wrong signal in the 60 minutes before you lie down. Change the signal. Your body does the rest. That's it. That's simple. And that's exactly what the protocol is about to show you. When you change the signal in that 60-minute window, a cascade of effects begins. And I want to show you each one because they connect in a way most people don't notice. Effect 1, you fall asleep faster and sleep goes deeper. When melatonin rises without interference, your body can move into deeper stages of sleep more easily. Deep sleep is where your body repairs tissue, regulates hormones, and locks in memory. What does that mean in real life? You wake up with a different kind of clarity, not hype, just the feeling that your head is clean. Like you can start the day without needing 3 coffees to function. For a lot of people, that feeling has been gone for years. They don't even remember what it's like to wake up truly rested. Effect 2, your hunger the next day changes. Poor sleep raises cortisol, the stress hormone, and lowers leptin, the hormone that tells your brain you've eaten enough. When those two are off, hunger goes up, especially cravings for sweets and fast carbs. That's not weakness. It's chemistry. When sleep improves, that cycle starts to break. Hunger gets more stable through the day. That urge to eat when you're not actually hungry in the late afternoon gets smaller. And nighttime control, which is the hardest moment for a lot of people, starts to get easier. Less effort. Not because you got stronger, because the signal changed. Effect 3, your belly responds. Visceral fat, the kind that sits around your organs and shows up as a belly that sticks out, is directly connected to chronically high cortisol. When sleep improves and cortisol starts to regulate, the hormone environment that favors belly fat begins to shift. That doesn't happen in 1 week, but it happens. And for a lot of people, the belly that wouldn't change even with dieting starts responding when sleep gets into the system. Effect 4. Your afternoon energy changes. That energy crash between about 2 and 4 in the afternoon, the one that makes a lot of people grab their phone, drink coffee, or eat something they didn't need, is largely a reflection of fragmented sleep the night before. When sleep improves, that crash gets smaller. You're not immune to tiredness, but the sharp drop that wrecks productivity and mood becomes more manageable. Effect 5. Consistency gets easier. This is the effect nobody talks about, and it's the most important one. When you're well rested, decisions are easier. The desire to move goes up. Your patience for routine goes up. You don't need extra motivation. Consistency isn't willpower. It's a system that's working. Now I'm going to give you the protocol, with phases, with numbers, with what to do, and how to measure it. Call it the 60-minute window protocol. The idea is simple. In the 60 minutes before bed, you change the type of signal reaching your brain. No fighting, no willpower, just environment. 3 phases. Starting with the easiest. Phase 1, the first 7 days. The only goal here is to build the habit of stopping. Not to do everything perfectly, just to stop. Pick a fixed time. If you go to sleep at midnight, the window starts at 11. If you go to sleep at 11, it starts at 10. Lock that time in. When that time hits, put your phone in another room. Not on the nightstand. In another room. You don't need to do anything else. You can stay on the couch. You can listen to calm music. You can have tea. You can talk. The only criteria is low light, low stimulation. If you do that for 7 days, you pass phase 1. Phase 2, from day 8 to day 14. Now you start adding an intentional replacement. A good option is to pick one of the swaps below and test it for 7 days. Paper reading, not an e-reader with a bright screen. A physical book or magazine. Light stretching or slow breathing. 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't need to be a formal practice. A warm shower before bed. The drop in body temperature afterward helps your body shift into rest mode. A no-screen conversation. With someone at home, or you organizing your thoughts about the day. You pick one, just one, and repeat it for 7 days. Phase 3, from day 15 onward. Phase 3 is no longer a protocol. It's a system. When you reach day 15 with consistency, your brain starts associating that time, that environment, and that routine with sleep. Melatonin starts rising before you even lie down. Sleep becomes easier to access. In this phase, the fine-tuning is small. If you notice you still take a long time to fall asleep, move the window earlier by 15 minutes. If sleep quality is already good, keep it as it is. How to measure if it's working? You don't need a device. Just pay attention to 3 signals. Signal 1, how long it takes you to fall asleep after you lie down. If it used to be 40 minutes of tossing and turning, and now it's 10 or 15, the system is responding. Signal 2, how you wake up, not whether you wake up happy and excited, whether you wake up with less heaviness, with your head a little clearer. That's enough to know sleep was deeper. Signal 3, hunger control in the late afternoon and at night. This surprises a lot of people. When sleep improves, hunger gets more stable. The urge to snack when you're not hungry goes down. Not because you have more discipline, because the hormone that regulates fullness is working better. 3 signals. 7 days of observation. No app. No tracking sleep time. Nothing complicated. Get ready, because now I'm going to show you the mistakes that make this protocol stall, even when someone is trying to do it right. Now I'm going to show you the mistakes that make this protocol fail, even when someone is genuinely trying to do it right. Mistake 1, swapping one screen for another. They put the phone down and turn on the television in the bedroom, but the television also emits light. It also demands constant information processing. The nervous system stays in alert mode. The result is the same. If you're going to use the 60-minute window, the replacement has to be truly low stimulation. Mistake 2, doing the window, but keeping the phone nearby. A phone on the nightstand, face down, on silent is still a threat to the brain. You know it's there. The temptation exists. Any vibration or flash from a notification pulls your nervous system right back. Put the phone in another room. That detail changes a lot more than it seems. Mistake 3. Starting the window too late. If you go to sleep at midnight and start your window at 11:40, the effect is too small. 40 minutes of melatonin rising doesn't undo what hours of screen time did earlier. 60 minutes is the minimum for the system to work consistently. I know a few questions come up here. Let me answer the main ones. What if I work nights and sleep during the day? The mechanism is the same. The timing changes. If you sleep at 6 in the morning, your window starts at 5. The principle doesn't change. You still want 60 minutes of low stimulation before you lie down, no matter when that happens. What if I still can't sleep, even without my phone? Chronic sleep difficulty can have causes beyond screens. Sleep apnea, anxiety, pain, hormonal issues. If you test this protocol for 2 weeks and see no improvement, it's worth talking with a doctor. This protocol helps your system work better, but it doesn't replace professional evaluation when the issue is deeper. What about my free time? My phone is the only time I get for myself. That's real, and it matters. The solution isn't giving up your time. It's shifting it a bit earlier. Use your phone until 9:30, for example, and start the window after that. You don't lose your time. You protect the sleep that comes next. This is educational content. It doesn't replace medical advice. If you have diagnosed insomnia, sleep apnea, anxiety disorders, or any sleep-related condition, seek professional guidance before making bigger changes to your routine. Let me summarize what you learned today. First, the problem isn't what time you go to bed. It's the state your brain is in when it gets there. Second, screens suppress melatonin and keep your nervous system in alert mode. That effect doesn't disappear the moment you turn the screen off. It takes time to reverse. Third, 60 minutes of low stimulation before sleep creates the conditions for sleep to show up on its own. You don't force it. You set up the environment. Here's the key. Consistency beats perfection. One good night changes nothing. 14 nights in a row change everything. You made it this far. That already says something about you. Most people keep trying to sleep more. They keep setting the alarm earlier. They keep waking up wrecked and assuming the problem is them. Now you know it isn't. You know there's a 60-minute window that determines everything. You know the wrong signal, repeated every night, is what locks up your rest, your hunger, your energy, and your control. And now you have the system. This isn't about willpower. It never was. It's about the environment you build around your body every night before you sleep. You're not broken. You are just receiving the wrong signal. Change the signal. The body responds. That's the difference between fighting your body and learning to work with it. You just crossed that line. Consistency beats intensity. Always. If this video gave you the push to improve your sleep, hit like. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps our channel grow a lot. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. And tell me in the comments, can you go 1 full hour without your phone before bed? I want to know. A big thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.